going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger. We're back at you again today with another MLB 15 The Show Diamond Dynasty gameplay. This is an online ranked match, and it's time for another edition of This Week in Major League Baseball. It's my weekly series here on YouTube where we talk about all things going on in Major League Baseball. Now, as always, if you got topics or things that you want me to talk about in next week's episode, feel free to leave them in the comments section. And I'd also like to notate that the team that you guys are going to be seeing in these gameplays in this video can be found if there's a little circle up in the right hand corner of your screen. Go ahead and click it right now. It's going to link you to yesterday's team update video, where basically you can see the team that we have on the field. Quick little rage quit there, and now we got a full game coming up, so let's jump right into things. Last Friday night, Yankees, Red Sox, A-Rod in the 9th inning hits a eventually game-winning home run, and not only was it big for that reason, but he hits his 660th home run. And you know what, I wanted to talk about this was the guy who caught the ball. Very interesting story. Boston Red Sox fan, and you know, they escorted him down to, you know, an area within the stadium, within Fenway Park, after he caught the baseball. And obviously this thing is very, very valuable. It's very priceless to A-Rod, and I thought it was funny and kind of messed up, and I think he felt the same way, because, you know, he wasn't stupid about it, but, you know, they're trying to offer him things for giving up this baseball. And I think they offered him like a David Ortiz signed jersey or signed something. And, you know, he's not stupid. And I like what he said. I watched the interview that he had on Nesson, which is a local sports, you know, channel in Boston, in the Boston area, in the New England area, I should say. And, you know, he was talking about other memorabilia that he has, Red Sox related, like a Manny Ramirez jersey. And he's saying, you know, I'm not stupid. I know this ball is worth a lot more than that. And he kind of took it as an insult. And somebody else who got upset about the whole situation was David Ortiz. He felt kind of, I guess, disrespected, or he just didn't like the fact that they were offering up his autograph for an A-Rod baseball. And, you know, I get David Ortiz's opinion on that, man. And I'm kind of with him as well. It's like, don't give up my stuff for one of our rivals, you know, his memorabilia to give it up. So I get that, but I want to know, you guys can let me this know in the comments section. If you caught that ball, or if you caught a Barry Bonds historic baseball, or Mark McGwire, you know, historic home run baseball, or anybody, what would you do with it? Would you sell it for money? Would you keep it? Would you give it back to the player? I'd like to know. I heard this guy has a YouTube channel for the baseball. He's taking suggestions on what he can do with it. Originally, I was talking to my dad about it, and he told me that the guy was going to blow up the baseball. So that's kind of what got me interested in the story. And I thought, you know, that's kind of cool, because I can't really take that hatred in baseball with like a Dodgers or the Giants. But in football, if I got some, you know, historic football that Tony Romo, you know, completed his 1,000,000th touchdown pass or something like that, you know, there's no way I would give it back, because I hate the Cowboys that much. And you know, I kind of understand where this guy could be coming from, but I actually read into the story, and that was just something that somebody else suggested. It wasn't really something that he had an idea of. So over the last week, good news, guys, the Kansas City Royals did not get into any fights, so they broke their streak of 2 weeks talking about that. I keep talking about my boy Dallas Keuchel from the Houston Astros, and the Astros in general. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. Faltered a little bit, but still have a 5-game lead up in their division. But he was excellent again on Monday. 8 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. Gave up 1 run, but his ERA is now a .80, and that tops Major League Baseball as far as earned run average goes. One guy that I have not been given props to is right behind him is Nick Martinez from the Texas Rangers. He has a 0.84 ERA, and he was pretty fantastic in his last start, only giving up 1 run. So he's quietly pitching very, very well. And he actually pitches tonight. I haven't watched him pitch yet this year, so I think I'm going to check that one up. He's going against the Tampa Bay Rays and Jamie Archer who is also pitching very, very well. He has a 1.64 ERA. So that's going to be an interesting game. Myself, I love good starting pitching. If you didn't know, you guys probably see me talk about it on Twitter a lot. Unfortunately, my favorite team has none of that, the Colorado Rockies. But let's talk about some of the hot teams in baseball right now. One of them that I was shocked to see is the Minnesota Twins, 8-2 in their last 10, playing very, very good baseball. They have some good young pitchers. Bauer, May, Phil Hughes has been surprisingly good this year and a lot of last year at the end of the year. So the Twins 8-2. Cardinals, I'm not surprised at all. I talked about it last week. They lose Adam Wainwright. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They just don't miss a beat. It seems like no matter who's out there, they always find ways to win, always find ways to be competitive, and it's just a really good team. And then the coldest team in baseball, I'm sad to say, is my Colorado Rockies. 7 losses in a row. It's pitiful. They had 2 rain delays, made up one of the games in a doubleheader, and just got smacked around by the Diamondbacks. They got smacked around by the D-backs last week in Arizona as well. Josh Kalmenter, dude, just owns the Rockies, man. He has the slowest fastball for any starting pitcher in the major league, and it's like an 84 he tops off, but he is just really, really good if you ever get a chance to watch him. He's very good with his location, just very tricky, breaks a lot of bats, a lot of ground balls. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be back with a tips video talking about some good bullpen pitchers. Be on the lookout for that this weekend. Peace.